One of the things I know I've been talking about this week as the Packers prepare to play the 49ers, and I'm not the only one to say this. This is, a lot of people saying this. I'm certainly not unique in any way, shape, or form. Is for the Packers to beat the 49ers. This good eyes by the entire defense, play assignment show up front. So I wanted to show this because this is a good example of what happens when you don't do that and what they can do to you. Niners have a good run game, nice varied run game, one of the more interesting run games in the NFL. Again, I believe, and I don't think I'm the only one to believe that either, Shanahan does some really cool things. And, he'll plug away, but he can beat you with some stuff. And this is one of those that, like, just between what he's running and the players he has running it and the vision they have, if you get a guy out of place, one guy out of place, as we'll see here, they can kind of kill you with it. And so we're gonna run this. And so this is the Deebo Samuel in the backfield here. This is going to be, he's going to run for a touchdown. So it looks like it's kind of bottled up. He cuts back, accelerates, gets the touchdown. All right, so what happens here? We've got, actually, we'll start it back over here so we can see kind of everything. So we're going to have, and I didn't write down who this was. We kind of this jet orbit behind motion here, and then that's going to trigger Van Der Esch. So Van Der Esch is going to follow him here. And then the Niners are just going to run a sweep. They're going to pull, I think, both guards, kick out and seal in, basically. And they're just going to run Deebo Samuel off there. It's like a running back, just going to run just a power sweep off the right side there, off the strong side, off the strong side after you've kind of pulled the guy there. And the guy we're going to be watching here is, I believe it's right there. I believe it's a safety. We're going to look at this as it kind of starts to break down. So you move the linebacker out of the middle. So you now have, you still have 1, 2, 3. You've got kind of overloaded a little bit that side. He's on this side. So you've got the kind of pinch in the nose there. And then you've got those two guys on the outside. And then you've got the blocking there. So we're not going to get into it too deep, but we're going to look at this. Okay, so he's taking the edge. We'll look at him here. He's kind of blocking the edge right there, taking that away, really kind of angling in. And you can see how that affects Samuel. So he takes away the edge. Samuel has to cut it back in because he can't take the outside anymore. He cuts it back in, and we're going to watch these two guys right here and what ends up happening. They end up having two guys basically covering a single cutback gap, and that's what kills it. So he's cutting back right here. He's looking. So he's got this covered, and then you've got this safety here. We're going to put him in pink. We're going to highlight him to show where he is. So he's looking here. He's too far over. So what's going to happen is Samuel's going to cut back here, and he just outraces him. This, again, bottled up on the edge, bottled up on the boundary. He's got this taken care of here. So what you're trying to do, with a lot of this stuff, you're spilling this back inside. You're trying to take away the boundary. You're pushing it back inside because the inside is where your help is. The boundary, you only have the boundary. You're pushing it back inside. You've got defenders there. So you've got the boundary taken away, the edge taken away, the boundary's taken away. The safety is out of place. He needs to be playing a little more over here. So if there is a cutback, which there is, he is in a better spot to take advantage of. We're going to watch from the other angle as well, so you could see exactly what he does. But I wanted to show this angle first, just so you could see kind of where he is in relation to where everything's breaking down. And then you've got, the rest of this is irrelevant. He's going to kind of try to take him, but this entire side is out of it at this point. Now maybe this guy, we'll play it here. Maybe he can kind of come back here a little bit, but I don't know what the assignment is at this point. Maybe he should be back there a little bit more, but it's really on, you got two men essentially on one gap, and that cutback is wide open. So he's going to cut it back, and you can see how he stops. And again, we'll watch from the other angle. You can really see kind of how far he runs himself out of position there. So it's nice, initially, again, with, I think it's 28 there, and you can see how he takes on the edge. He gets that puller and just blows him up. Does a really nice job. And that you can see how that forces Deebo to cut back in. And then we can see it here. All right. There is one guy. So you can see the cutback lane. So if he's like, well, I'm going to go here, you've already got that there. He looks over here. This safety is all the way over here. So just one man out of place. Again, I'm not going to speak to the backside because I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I don't want to say anything about effort because I don't know all the assignments and all that stuff. But he cuts back. He's out. And we'll watch him. He just puts on the brakes. We're just going to watch 18. puts on the brakes, totally out of position, and that's what kills it. Now I do want to just one more time, I want to look at, because it's so nice, just taking away that edge. This is something the Packers are going to have to do again against the Niners, just because they want to get that edge. Not always. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But when you're looking these outside runs and you want to get the edge, you need someone that's going to take that away. So physical at the point, you can see how 28 does that. And we're just going to watch him. He pulls up that blows up the pulling guard, pull, smash, and that causes the cutback there. So a really nice job on there. The rest of it not so great, but nice job kind of taking away the edge there. And again, just shows you one player out of place, they can break something big. So really got to be assignment sure up front against the 49ers.